These suckers done skipped an entire generation of PlayStation, doing nothing but giving us remakes and remasters of The Last of Us. Over and over and over and over and over and over again. And now we might not even be getting a new IP from these suckers in the whole generation of PlayStation 5. I gave her, you see?
Way too.
So this news, I believe, came out sometime last week. It might have slipped underneath my radar just because of, you know, all the Thanksgiving festivities that was going on and life being too busy, whatever. This came out and I'm like, you know what? This doesn't even shock me. It really don't shock me. Is it sad? Yes, but is it shocking? No. Naughty Dog's Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet reportedly is still years from release. And don't expect to see it at the Game Awards neither. Don't expect to see this junk at the Game Awards. And I'm just sitting here thinking like, damn, this gen started in 2020. We about to be out of 2025, and it's probably not even going to release next year neither. I mean, damn, are we going to see this game in the PS5 era, or at this point, are they going to skip is Naughty Dog about to skip an entire generation of PlayStation, and we don't even see this game at this point till PlayStation 6? So some of the article mentions in March of this year, in a conversation with 28 Years Later director Alex Garland and Naughty Dog's Neil Druckmann, said the developers still had a ways to go on the project, being Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. During the same month, Bloomberg reporter Jason Schreier stated that the game would not launch in 2026. This month, Schreier has now repeated this statement, once again placing Intergalactic's arrival at 2027 at the earliest and potentially skipping the PS5 generation altogether. Still, Druckmann has spoken confidently that Intergalactic will be worth the wait. It's the most expensive game we've ever made. He then teased it may be the most expensive by the time we finish it. I mean, let's really sit here and put this in perspective for a second. Naughty Dog are the bastards responsible for games like Crash Bandicoot,
Yes.
Jak and Daxter,
Yes.
the Uncharted series, The Last of Us, bro.
Make me act up.
Always was like delivering heat of some form of fashion. When these suckers was gonna drop a game, you knew it was gonna be something special. And now you look at these suckers today, all they've given us is remasters, remakes, lies, lies, and a trailer of a bald chick that we supposed to be excited to play. Like, do you see like how far the fall? Do you see how far the fall off has been for the bastards over at Naughty Dog? This junk is crazy. Naughty Dog, this entire generation has been they've been milking Last of Us. That if you want to sit down and take a look at what Naughty Dog has done in the PlayStation 5 era, all they've done is do remasters and remakes for two games that you could question, did we even need them? Listen, if they don't drop a new title, a new IP this gen, I think you could easily say that this has been Naughty Dog's worst generation since they've been on PlayStation. Easily their worst generation ever. And it's kind of disappointing, you know, considering how great these suckers used to be. Now, we all realize, yes, game development does take a lot longer, especially if you're working on a big game. It takes a lot more money. It takes a lot more manpower, all that. We also realize that, you know, devs do have fall offs. I mean, look at Ubisoft. Ubisoft, like, my God, we realize that devs are not always on the top of their game every single generation. They are going to have fall offs, but when you look at Naughty Dog, it's just different because they always was like the big three over at PlayStation. They always, hell, the big two, really the big one. They always was like the top dog, like, is this guy, and then there's and then there's everyone else. And I said this in the video essay that I did for these suckers. Last of Us is not only one of their most popular franchises, if not the most popular Uncharted, Last of Us. Listen, Uncharted definitely got more like, cachet because it has more installments, but Last of Us did take this developer to a whole nother level. So not only is Last of Us responsible for some of their most success, it's also responsible for literally being a huge part of the fall off of these suckers. So it's actually crazy when you sit and look at a franchise that really took them to the next level, but also is responsible at the same time for the fall off. But yeah, I mean, what are y'all thoughts if Naughty Dog ends up missing out on the entirety of the PlayStation 5 era without giving us any new IP, any actual new game, and we end up not getting Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, until the very end of the PlayStation 5 era, and that means it's gonna be enhanced for the PlayStation 6. You already know how they'll work, so it then becomes a PlayStation 6 launch title, whatever. What are y'all thoughts at when it comes to the bastards known as Naughty Dog? With all the stuff that I just said, y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down in the comment section below. Hopefully we actually do see some of this game next year. I would hope. If we don't see nothing of this game all of next year, that would be crazy. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until my next video, my brothers and sisters, I'll catch y'all boys in my next one. All right.